Most people don't have the belief in themselves. I was one of them. And that stems from not having a proven mentor. And although it's not the easiest thing to find a mentor in this world today, this world's messed up. Doesn't matter where you are in the world. At the end of the day, finding a mentor is a very difficult thing. So what I did is I utilized the internet. I utilized this, finding people like me and people who are doing much better than me on YouTube and different platforms. And just recently, I got to get mentored, and I'm going to be mentored in the future by somebody who I looked up to 10 years ago in person now, not just on the internet. He was the mentor of Patrick Bet-David. If you know who Patrick Bet-David is, or if you don't, the PBD podcast, go check it out. He gives a lot of valuable information. And I'm sitting there at his house, 24,000 square feet on 30 acres in massive, massive estate. Makes these houses, it just dwarfs them. Take all of those houses, put them together in all of that land. And this is this man's house. And I sat inside of his house and I'm talking to him and I said, Jesus Christ, I can't believe I'm here. Right? And he says, well, you are. And we started talking. There's a few things that he said that I picked up on. And then I realized, you're not much different than I am. Somebody who's worth $500 million is not much different than someone who's worth a few million. And what made him so different was, well, time, because he's much older than me, but also he put in more effort than I did. And I said to myself, there's nothing that can stop anybody if you put effort in. This is what I learned from talking to these people. I also met with James Arthur Ray. If you don't know who James Arthur Ray is, go look him up. He's a motivational speaker. Got to have an hour-long conversation with just me and him. Incredible. And I realized again, what is so different about James Arthur Ray than Tyler Reed Hanford? Nothing. I also got to meet with Will Aru. There was one common denominator with all these people that I met, is that they all believed in God. And something that I think personally, and I'm not ashamed to say it, because at the end of the day, you need to be able to understand where you are wrong in life in order to grow in life. I realized that I don't have a big enough belief in God. Not that I don't believe in God, but I have not spent enough time understanding and giving back. And all of these successful people that I met, this was that one common denominator that just shined. It was like a light, literally like a light. So my message to you is that it doesn't matter where you come from. It doesn't matter your skin tone. It doesn't matter your religion. It doesn't matter anything that you've done in the past. And I can guarantee you that none of these men behind the scenes are perfect. And I can guarantee that I'm not perfect, and I can guarantee that you are not perfect. And that holds you back. That's why you need that belief in God, because God is about forgiveness. And you can move forward and become a better person instead of focusing on the past. And I heard one of these mentors say to me, there's a reason why the rear view mirror is very small and the windshield is huge. Because the rear view mirror is meant to look at once in a while. Just to remind yourself, hey, look behind you, remember where you came from, but your big windshield in the front is massive because you need to keep looking forward. So with that said, I want you to go out and I want you to make sure that you do what is needed. You do what is right, because if you do so, you will succeed. 1,000%. There's no doubt about it in my mind. Barring health, you will have success if you follow what I just said.